Hi darlings, thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. And today I have a Bible journaling process for you here in my Interleaf Bible, and I am kicking off Pure in Heart. This is the November By the Well for God kit, and this one did sell out, so I don't have a link for you, but what I'll do is I'll put my affiliate link below because you can still pick up some of the other extra goodies if you love any of the ephemera or stickers that I'm going to be using today. You can definitely pick those up in the shop even though the main kit is sold out. So I am going to be kicking off with day 2 with the Sermon on the Mount. I knew that I wanted to do a page kind of commemorating all 8 of the Beatitudes. And so I'm going to be doing that right here in all this space. You guys know I love to do like number lists and stuff like that in my Bible. I've done this before here on my channel, but it's another way that you can add Bible study notes to your Bible. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this off, and I'm going to put you on fast forward. Let's dig in. Okay, darling. So first I'm going to start on my background. I'm going to be using Distress Oxide Colors Antique Linen, and Tattered Rose. I pulled out the teak dye as well, which I'm going to be using with my stamp. I'm going to do my favorite method, the smooshing method. I'm going to start with Antique Linen. And this color is so light that I use it on both sides. I concentrate more on the left side of the page, my blank side. But then anything that I have left over, I do bring over to the right-hand side. You can see all text through this color because, again, it's super light. Dry that off, and now I'm going to go in with a little bit of Tattered Rose. I use this with a very light hand because this is more like, it has more like a pinkish undertone, and I'm just adding some depth and some color to this mix. Okay, now I'm going to pull out this waffle knit texture stamp. This looks super dark, so it may intimidate you a little bit, but it actually looks super good. So first, I'm going to try it on the back of this sticker paper here, and I love that. So I go ahead and I try it again. I'm going to add that, then I'll spritz it with some water, and then I'm going to go ahead and add that to my corners. I really love that top right-hand corner print because it's a distressed sort of waffle knit, which is why I went ahead and spritzed it before I laid it down. So I used a light hand with my ink, and then I spritzed it before laying it down. I love, and I always forget how beautiful these clear stickers melt straight into the page. So I grabbed this little farmhouse down here on the right hand side, and now I'm pulling out what I'm going to need for the top of my page. I knew I wanted to use a label for my title, and then I'm trying to see what die cut I could use to match the farmhouse on the bottom right. Unfortunately, all those die cuts are super big, even for this big Interleaf open space Bible. So it kind of takes me a minute, but I then considered just using a smaller sticker on the top of the label, and I think it worked even better than what I had originally planned with 2 farmhouses. I'm going to be using the clear stickers to spell out the word blessed. And this is because I'm going to make a list of all the Beatitudes. And so the top is going to say blessed are the. So blessed is going to be in this big brown clear alpha. And then later on, more towards the end, I'll add are the. I'm going to be using the numbers this month to number out all of my Beatitudes. So I am grabbing numbers 1 through 8. And I am going to just do the main points of these. So blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are the meek. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a list of the actual nouns. So I'm doing blessed, and then the first one is poor in spirit. I'm going to leave some space in between poor and spirit to use my tile alphas to put the word in. And then I move on to the second Beatitude. Blessed are those who mourn. So I'm going to put mourners. Then I'm going to move on to number 3, which is blessed are the meek. And so for this one, I'm just going to add the word meek. And as you guys can see, I am going back and forth with the colors. So it's not, first of all, I don't want to run out of letters. And also it gives a little bit more interest to the page going through the colors. Number 4 is blessed are those who hunger and thirst. So I'm going to put the words hungry and thirsty. This one I almost thought wasn't going to fit, but thankfully it did. I got a little bit off skew towards the end, but I think it worked perfectly. Number 5 is blessed are the merciful. So I'm just going to add the word merciful. And then number 6 is blessed are the pure in heart. And just like poor in spirit, I'm going to put pure. I'm going to put the word heart. And here I realized that I ran out of R's. So I'm just going to add a P, and I'll come back and add a little tail or a little leg to make that P an R. Number 7 is blessed are the peacemakers. I put the word peace, and then at the bottom I start with the S of makers to make sure it fits. And number 8, blessed are the persecuted. So I'm going to put persecuted. It's just serendipity that all of them fit perfectly down to the last beatitude in this page. I'm so happy that it did. Okay, I also ran out of the R for the green persecuted, but I'm going to come back and do that. Now I'm going to grab my tile alphas, and I'm going to fill in all the words that I need to fill in. For example, in pure in heart, and in poor in spirit. Okay, so after I do that, now I am going to go ahead and fix my R for heart. So what I did was I actually grabbed the parentheses and I cut it off to create a little leg for my P to make that P a R. And then I do the same thing with persecuted down at the bottom. Just a little bit sticker surgery there. I'm going to outline my Beatitudes over on the right-hand side in chapter 5 of Matthew. And then at the top, I'm going to be adding a comment or a quote from Tom in day 2. He says, the Beatitudes are a series of statements indicating the blessedness that the ideal disciple either experiences in the present or the future. And I went ahead and added that up at the top in that right-hand corner. Now I'm going to go in and put are the with my tile alphas right under my blessed title. I'm going to also add a colon at the end of there. Last thing I'll do is add my date stamp over my farmhouse. That is it, darlings. Wrapping this up. It did take a minute, obviously. I made good use of all of my clear alphas and some of my tile alphas as well. Alphas as well. And yes, it does take a minute to put together a page like this, but look how beautiful this list of Beatitudes is in my Bible. I may go through off camera and I may go through and outline all of my numbers and my letters, but I love the end result, and what a beautiful page to commemorate Pure in Heart. So if you're new here, I hope you consider subscribing, hit the like button and notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos, and thank you so much for joining me each and every video, darlings. God bless. Bye.